All righty, folks. We're into the NBA semifinals, NHL semifinals. This means Eastern Conference final, Florida at Carolina Panthers. I nearly fell asleep there. Got home, had some food, feed Mario, walked, laid down. And we got Blue Jays up on the Padres 1-0. Mr. Miami, Jordan, Mal, everyone saying hi. Manzano even. Look at this. Coach Mace going live. I thought he was going live earlier. What is he doing again? All over the place. Roll up the NBA Western Conference Final, Game 1. Big up, Miami. For the Panthers fan. Chasing some storms. Storm warning. Mario, quiet. Mario, you just ate. You're all good. You're good. Mario. Quiet with that noise, Mario. Jeez. We got the scoreboard ticker below. Carolina Panthers doing the anthems. See, I'm already calling them Carolina Panthers, the NFL team. It's Carolina Hurricanes versus Florida Panthers. Hurricanes is in Miami. Panthers, what the hell, are playing Carolina. This is going to be all over this series with these names. Big up Miami. Big up everyone. Make sure, I'm pretty sure I made a poll. Let's check. Vote on that poll. Hit the like, subscribe. We got 75% saying Florida, Carolina is looking like game number 1 the best. Edmonton at Dallas, get it started tomorrow. Minnesota, Oklahoma City Thunder. I was telling you, the Western NBA Final Game 1 will get going. Got Indiana and the Knicks tomorrow night. Get going. Get your picks in. Oh, we got Stevie. God damn, because of the PWHL. He hates World Hockey Championship. That's nonstop excitement, nonstop cheering and chanting and unbelievable games and shootouts and OT. And unbelievable performances and fandom, and he loves PWHL. How do you figure this?
Moss, no one cares about a tournament with a USA.
No one cares about PWHL. World Hockey Championship. People care. This is history in the making.
Moss, USAC team. No one cares.
You beat Czechia today to get second. Swiss,
fantastic.
Who beat you,
no one
got
cares.
First place. Swiss will play Austria. Austria's acting like this is their Super Bowl win.
I couldn't even tell you one Austrian NHL player.
Marco Rossi on Minnesota Wild.
Anyone else?
Austria.
Okay.
We got Frederick Anderson, Carolina Hurricane. I'm going to mix this up all tournament. I'm going to be calling them the Carolina Panthers derby here. When it's Florida Panthers, Carolina Hurricanes, it's going to be messed up. Brindamore versus Paul Maurice is his former coach, the understudy, is playing the legend Paul Maurice, defending champion Panthers.
I just can't believe the Toronto Maple Leafs. Like, what the hell? You forced Game 7, playing the best hockey you've ever played in your goddamn lives. You know exactly what you got to do in Game 7.
Twice suck at home, not just once.
Like, how do you play that Game 6 and then immediately drop the ball Game 7 like that?
The same. And it's like it was exact same almost as Game 5.
No, but you Game 6, like, what? I mean, maybe you won't win, but
it's the Leafs. Somehow it makes sense when it's Leafs.
No, none of this makes sense. None of this makes sense.
We're going in Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina. Our Blue Jays are playing my Padres. 1-0. Vladdy Guerrero
being
homer.
gaslit by a schizophrenic.
Me, I'm schizo.
Meanwhile, PWHL, the Walter Cup final has begun. We are in game one. Minnesota
5 game ones.
Minnesota Frost defending their title against the Ottawa Charge. We are about a quarter way into the second period. It's still 0-0.
I'm going to get a different shirt on.
Oh, no.
Stop. Here's a Blue Jays something. Blue Jays jersey.
Jordan, we already got the title. It doesn't matter now. None of these games matter now.
I don't know. What the heck? I almost fell asleep.
No, Jordan, the job's done. The job's done. Time to put in the kids, see what they got.
How about a Whitecap shirt? They are done.
Speaking of the Whitecaps, Moss, if you can hear me, I think we have some Canadian championship action today.
Whitecaps, we're getting ready for the big final, CONCACAF Champions Cup final.
Oh, I do.
Whitecaps.
Is that also Champions Cup today, or?
No, that's when is that anyway?
Because I saw it. I thought I saw someone streaming about a Canadian championship match, maybe a quarterfinal or something.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Forge FC versus CF Montreal Canadian Championship quarterfinals.
Yeah, Toronto FC's not even in the quarterfinals. How pathetic.
They got knocked out, or they didn't participate.
An MLS team got knocked out before the quarterfinal.
By who? Wait, don't answer that. I'll find it.
Or was it one of the CPL?
Well, I mean, that would make the most sense.
Or did they meet Montreal right away on a weird draw? I can't remember.
That would be bizarre. There are only 3 MLS teams you have a meet up in the quarterfinals.
They just played in the MLS. I can't remember.
That said, there was only one team seeded into the quarterfinals, and that was the Vancouver Whitecaps, who won the thing last year. Everyone else entered in the preliminary round. 15 teams.
Oh, I didn't get a same game parlay in Carolina. Man, I'm going to call them Carolina Panthers now, this whole freaking series.
Moss, I remember a time when the Canadian Championship consists of exactly 3 teams, the MLS teams, and now it's expanded to 15. Let me go through them all.
Even clubs I played against, the club senior men's nationals.
Well, let me go over the
starting to get into it.
You, of course, have the 3 MLS clubs, Vancouver Whitecaps, who are the reigning champions, Toronto FC, and CF Montreal. Then you have the Canadian Premier League teams, and I guess you got all of these guys: Forge FC, Pacific FC, York United FC, Calgary FC. I'm sorry, not Calgary, Cavalry FC. Atletico.
Pacers Knicks is it? Oh, I think it's on already. No.
Is it Atletico Ottawa or
Atletico Ottawa? Yeah, they're related to Atletico
Madrid. Use the Spanish pronunciation.
Atletico Madrid, they're related to, yeah.
Fair enough. Atletico
Timberwolves Thunder is in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'll focus on that once it comes on. I'll leave you to the hockey.
That's a good game, man. That's a good Western final. Wolves and OKC.
I mean, all the series should be good. I probably should have voted for Florida versus Carolina because those two guys just are gigantic powers at this point.
This is going to be a war of attrition.
These 2 teams are built to win Stanley Cups. Let's be real. Them and
Brindamore and Maurice. 2 good coaches.
Finishing off the CPL teams, Halifax Wanderers FC or HFX Wanderers FC, Valor FC, and Vancouver FC. And then you have 4 division champs from the League One Canada, Let's see if you recognize any of these teams, Moss. You ready? I guess Moss not here. Oh. Jordan, I don't have the link on me. I'm gonna wait. Oh, or do I? Hold on. Do I?
PWHL 0-0 Chargers Freezers.
I don't know if I have the link.
Chargers Freezers.
Jordan's asked for the link. But anyway, Moss, we then have 4 teams from League One Canada. I don't know if you might be aware of who these teams are. Let's go over them. I
played some of them in the Nationals.
From League One British Columbia, TSS FC Rovers.
That was a new one. Yeah, they're on the island. Yeah.
From Burnaby.
Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah, that's Pacific, the island one, right? Yeah.
Ligue 1 Quebec, I assume it's pronounced FC Laval. Laval. I have no idea how you're supposed to pronounce that.
Laval, and isn't there another one?
There are 2 more from League 1 Ontario. We've got, oh goodness, Scrossapoy FC? Scrossapoy FC?
What? Scarborough?
They're from Milton. They're from Milton, Ontario. Scrossoppi. Scrossoppi. Scrossapoy?
Some Italians. There's some good Italian teams around there, yeah.
Club is officially named after St. Luigi Scrosoppi, who is the patron saint of soccer players.
Italian.
I assume so. Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. And then one more from League One Alberta. It's the Edmonton Scottish.
The Scottish. That's the one I played against when I was in Major League Alberta.
All right, I'll be right back.
Edmonton Scottish. Famous old club in Edmonton of football, soccer. The Itels. Hit the likes, subscribe, vote on that poll of what's the best game one this tonight and tomorrow night. Florida, Carolina getting the 67% so far. Some good NBA tonight. And OKC and Minnesota Timberwolves is going to be good. That's starting in a little bit. My Blue Jays, yeah, 3-0 lead on the Padres. Home run. Here we go. Jays need this more than Padres. Power play for Hurricanes is up here. Carolina Hurricanes on the power play early. Florida's maybe still a little tired. They just finished off the Leafs. You coming up, Miami's back in the action. Back in action.
All right, I am back. Let's see. So did Toronto FC get knocked out? So Toronto FC. Wow.
Did they lose 2 again?
No, you're right. Toronto FC was matched up with CF Montreal in the preliminary round.
Yeah, I thought it was something weird, a weird draw.
That's like the worst idea ever. Why would you do that?
It was luck of the draw. That's what happened.
That's stupid. You have to see the MLS teams. You can't have them facing each other in the preliminary.
Yeah, we're knocking them off last year.
Who cares? Like,
they're taking it more serious, the CPL.
Still not a division. It's still not a Division 1 tier league, please. Division 2.
They're going after it though. Power play, Carolina, minute 5 left. Canada beat Swedes today, as always, even in Stockholm. US beat Czechia. Swiss won Group B. Canada won Group A. It's going to be some good quarterfinals coming up. I think Sweden versus Czech, US versus Finland, if I'm correct, if I'm thinking correct here. We're going to have NBA game 1 up soon. Power play, 30 seconds left. You don't need the link, Jordan. You don't know hockey and you don't get basketball.
Anyway, as for the CONCACAF Cup final, that is scheduled for June 1st. So in a couple weeks.
First.
June 1st.
Week and a half.
Yep, Vancouver's going to have the
Cruz Azul gets to host it.
Yeah, you got to go all. Vancouver's got to go all the way to.
They win this. It's got to be the best Canadian club victory ever. You got to think.
If they can pull it
off. Toronto FC won the MLS outright, but this is incredible. If Whitecaps win this CONCACAF Champions League in Mexico City, it would be amazing.
So Moss, Florida versus Carolina in the Stanley Cup playoffs are going to.
I keep calling them Carolina Panthers now. This is not going to end.
That's going to be a knockout, drag-out series. What about Dallas versus Edmonton? What do you think about that?
Good. I normally would have said Dallas the start of the playoffs, but
Edmonton
to go to Edmonton.
Good. Edmonton have looked.
If Skinner can keep playing good net, they'll beat Dallas.
They've been beating the
socks. But Ottinger on Dallas is a damn good goalie. Damn good. What am I looking for here?
Meanwhile, in the NBA playoffs, we are down to, in the Eastern Conference, the New York Knicks versus the Indiana Pacers. And in the West, the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the
Canadian Thunder.
Minnesota Timberwolves. Game 1 of the ladder series will be kicking off shortly. What?
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander versus his cousin, Alexander Walker of Minnesota. Amazing. 2 Canadian cousins going at it in the NBA West final. There's my phone.
Still no score. We're halfway through the regulation here in the PWHL. It's still 0-0 here in game 1 of the final.
I don't even know how Steven gets the link always and just is in here.
I just have the tab.
Old ones work, don't they? The old ones work?
I'm not sure. I just have the tab from what's the name of this website? Streamlabs? Yeah, or StreamYard. I just have the tab open and it's got me logged in, so I just see your broadcasting times.
Nice.
So I don't know. Anyway, Moss, did you check out any of the kickoff for CFL preseason?
Yesterday, no. Riders play Bombers this week sometime.
Calgary beat
games on. I sent out links for the fantasy. I'm putting it in the description again.
I will get to that. I will. Maybe I should now.
And there'll be what do we call it? Pick'em league. We'll have 2 for CFL. It's easy, but they still haven't released that yet. Probably later this week.
Oh, you have the fantasy game where you. Wait a minute.
I just kind of made a preliminary team, so I had something in case I forgot But yeah, I can always go back to it and adjust before the season starts.
You sent me the link twice. Oh, I don't know why you sent me the link twice.
What? I just sent you it?
Well, the one you sent me on. No,
I just sent whatever. I think I sent to Miami. And Mel. I sent it to Mace earlier.
Oh, there we go. You got a league up already? Let me see.
Hey, here's something.
Interleague pin. Oh, is that this code here?
Mario.
Let me try. Let's see.
I
I'm
was
trying
sending
to.
out all our.
There you are, Ma Sports World.
You were beating me, I thought, in one or a couple.
Last year, remember that? Then I had the liver transplant surgery, so I was out of it for a while.
Super bruised, but I'm winning them all. It looks like.
I don't know. I don't even know how to predict scores. I have a website.
Florida, Carolina, power play. Florida. No, this time, not Carolina. I'm going to call the Carolina Panthers so many times. Power play for Florida.
So, Moss, just to confirm, the fantasy, the CFL fantasy thing, it's the same as last year. You get like a set amount of money. Players cost a certain amount each week, and you set up your.
I might send another one. I don't know if Rhino will do it where it's like person versus person's team, like NFL ones.
I don't know.
Looks like they made it that you can do that this year.
I feel like it doesn't work as well the way.
Who knows how many numbers we get? Yeah, if we don't have that many, then the way I chose for just straight up points, that works.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to do it that way because if you do it head to head, it's too easy to like have teams that are exactly the same going up against each other. Like you could easily see
someone's not doing anything, other people are.
Like Moss, the weeks where you have only 3 games, you could easily see people having like all the same players against each other the same in that week. Because like there are only like 3 viable options for quarterback that makes sense. You only got maybe 6 wide receiver choices, 4 running back choices. It's just not enough.
It changes all the time in CFL.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know.
Guys in and out and hurt and sign. Oh, goal! Verhaeghe, Panthers in the lead in Carolina.
Oh. And guess what? Ottawa, the Charge are ahead 1-0 against Minnesota here in Game 1 of the PWHL Final, the Walter Cup.
Florida gets the lead. Game 1 in Raleigh, North Carolina versus the Hurricanes. Goal, backhand, Verhaeghe, old school.
Mr. Verhaeghe.
Gets big goals, it seems like always. Playoffs. 3's at Blue Jays. Should I put PWHL up there?
Might as well. There aren't a lot of...
what is it? Minnesota at Ottawa or...
Yes, Minnesota at Ottawa. Currently 1-0 Ottawa. Okay. In the second period.
The Charge, isn't that who?
John supports him, yeah. John Jameson.
He likes the Ottawa Charge.
At least until St. Louis gets a team. By the way, Moss, you saw the news I posted, the Bruins news earlier today about Don Sweeney?
Yeah, re-signed. I don't mind. I like
2-year extension.
He knows what the hell he's doing.
Well, with the rebuild, I mean, it's a long
quick
time
rebuild.
Coming. Well, we'll see how quick it actually is.
Turnaround. Make some good signings.
You got Jordan complaining about Liverpool losing yesterday. Honestly, at this point, it doesn't matter. Title's all wrapped up.
Party time.
Put the.
You got Palace. You and Palace can both party on the last day together.
God, how
Palace is so
Palace
happy.
Won? Really?
And they won today. Yeah, they beat Wolves.
You realize how many who's in 7th in the Premier League right now? Because you do realize that takes a European spot away from them, right?
8th place, Brighton's in right now. They might get that last spot now.
No. I mean, normally, assuming that the FA Cup winner and the League Cup winner are both in the top
next
7,
one.
and it's just the top 7 to get in. But hold on. Crystal Palace. Wait, what? Hold on. Wow. Okay. Wait. So the Premier League top 5 are all into Champions League? Really?
Yeah.
Hold
We were
on,
talking about this before.
Gained an extra Champions League spot as a result of England gaining one of the 2 European performance spots. Those are the ones I was thinking of. Awarded the 2 associations the highest. This is top 5, the winners of the. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, England are going to have 6 teams in Champions League next season.
So Palace gets Champions League for that?
No.
Palace There's 5 Champions League then.
No, there's the 4 from the league. There's a 5th that's going to go. Well, there's a 5th because England are going to get a European performance spot. And then a 6th because either Manchester United or Tottenham Hotspur near the bottom of the table are going to win.
Oh, because you mean, one of them. Yeah, I see what you mean. One of them's getting
another
in because they win Europa Cup.
So England got 6 teams.
They shouldn't get that. They should just get back in Europa.
I mean, that's how it used to work, but not anymore.
Those teams are sucking anyway.
Well, maybe they can build themselves into something worth talking about for next season. Who knows? All I know is that Manchester United are not going to celebrate with a bus through Manchester parade if they win Europa League, which is a damn shame. Oh yeah, we're down to 1 game left in the. Oh my goodness, and we have a hell of a battle in the Premier League for 2 Champions League spots. Listen to these points for the final match day. You got in 4th place. Close. Wait a minute, hold on. Could they be passed by you? They could. In 3rd place, Manchester City
won today, so they're in the lead.
Yeah, they're on 68 points in 3rd place. Newcastle United 4th on 66. Chelsea 5th on 66. Aston Villa 6th on 66, and on the outside looking in on those Champions League spots, then you have Nottingham Forest on 65 in 7th place. So you have
Forest plays Chelsea, so that's big, that matchup.
Forest plays Chelsea. Oh, if Forest wins that
final game, Forest
do they get champion? Oh, who's Manchester City playing on the last day?
Fulham, I think. At Fulham. Come on, Fulham.
They are. I'm just wondering. I don't think Nottingham Forest realistically can pass Manchester City on goal difference, though. So I don't think they're.
Come on, Fulham.
Going to pass.
I'd like to see City in Europa or Conference. That would be good.
That would be funny, but I don't think it's going to happen. A draw should get them into
their win today.
Yeah, a draw would pretty much get you Manchester City into Champions League. Newcastle, they're playing at home against Everton. How the hell is Everton finished ahead of Man U and Tottenham? Really? And West Ham. What happened to West Ham?
I thought they were good again. And Manchester divided.
Well, weren't West Ham good? Like just 2 years ago? What happened?
They won that Euro conference and suffered.
Fell off the face of the earth. Oh, no. Well, not completely.
Their signings get hurt.
So Newcastle United are playing Everton.
I need a drink, Mario. You got the door open. It's getting cold down here.
Chelsea are at Nottingham Forest, and that's a big one. And then Aston Villa, who are they playing? They're away to Manchester United. So yeah, Nottingham Forest could win their way into Champions League.
Oh,
I mean,
strawberry Fanta. No, I'll go raspberry.
That is a convoluted mess for 3 Champions League spots. Sheesh. 5 teams fighting for. Well, actually, hold on. I'm trying to think. Manchester City could get knocked out of Champions League if they lose, and Newcastle United win, and Chelsea win, and Aston Villa win. Yeah, Manchester City would fall to 6th. Which would be just cruel. That would be absolutely cruel.
Raspberry. Raspberry buble. Raspberry
Ramos,
buble.
what year of the Man U rebuild is this? Year number 12?
They never give in and do it is the problem. Oh, we got this superstar. We'll be good now. Oh, no, we suck again.
They've had too many managers coming through with too many different ideas about how the team should be good.
Too much spending money and blowing it.
Well, it'd be
turning their young players into shite, and then they go elsewhere and rip it up.
So, Moss, of the 3 teams that are getting promoted from the championship, do you think any of them are going to survive next year?
Me and Jordan, man, we'll be doing Saturday, Sheffield United, Sunderland, the Wembley final, and goal! Panthers again! Rarer Ekblad, I think.
Wow.
Ekblad, 2-0, Florida Panthers.
Sheesh Louise.
This big East Conference game 1. They're ready. They vanquished the... They vanquished the Leafs and they're talk shit and they're ready to win again.
It's Carolina who's ahead 2-0, right?
No, Florida. But
Florida's up.
We're up 2. Carolina Panthers, the goddamn NFL team. That's gonna be in my head.
Carolina Hurricanes. Oh, the Carolina Whalers.
There's Miami, the Florida Panthers. There's Miami Hurricanes. There's Carolina Hurricanes. Carolina Panthers. It's so freaking mixed up when these teams play each other.
Carolina Whalers.
Yeah, call them Whalers.
The Hartford Hurricanes.
The Florida Hurricanes.
Hartford will better. Wait, no, that's the AHL team.
Well, Carolina in now. Bobrovsky, what I say?
All right,
he's ready again. Bobrovsky.
All right, I think the basketball game should be starting very shortly. I'll put that on.
Yeah, what are these ones?
Still 1-0 Ottawa, the Walter Cup final, game 1. 3 wins for a championship.
The Chargettes. The Chargettes.
Also, speaking of ESPN, which I'm going on to now, apparently an ESPN institution is coming to an end. Apparently, Around the Horn will be done at the end of this week.
Assist? Was that Rodriguez? I think I saw. NHL score.
That makes me sad. No more Around the Horn.
He always did the Canada flag like you do.
No. That's pardon the interruption.
Oh yeah,
that's Tony Kornheiser. This is the show that this was an ESPN show.
Round the Horn. I don't even like that. It's annoying. What do you get?
You don't like Tony Reality?
They don't explain this. How you get points?
Moss. Have you ever watched the show? What's the comedian show? Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
The point system is like that. The points are made up and they don't matter.
Someone's making shit up.
Unless you make a complete.
So we had Verhaeghe's goal was from Barkov and Kachuk, the big boys, and Ekblad was from Rodriguez, his 5th assist of the playoffs. Well done. 3-0 Jays. Vladdy's back up. He got it started with a homer. My 2 favorite teams series, the Moss Baseball Derby in Toronto. Who do you like in the National League, Steve? Anyone?
I guess, it was weird. There was a time when anyone back in like the 2000s into the early 2010s, whenever anyone left the Boston Red Sox, they almost always seemed to end up on the Dodgers.
Yeah, that happened.
Didn't Nomar go to the Dodgers?
Betts, remember? You're a good guy.
The second base was the shortstop. So I guess the Dodgers.
Bogarts you had. He's on my Padres. I like that Xander Bogaerts.
I mean, I'm not really big on national. I should say I'm an Atlanta Braves fan because of the old connection to Boston, but that was a long, long time
ago. Yeah. Braves were exciting for a while there.
I mean, they were the team of the 90s.
A lot of finals.
Yeah, just
National League
felt
Finals,
like
World Series. I think they only won one though, didn't they?
They only won one World Series in that stretch
They
in the
were always
90s. They always kept running into like the Yankees.
They were always close. Oh, Carolina! Bobrovsky, that's what he does. He shows 5-hole and then he shuts it down.
What a tease.
Oh, and another save, Bobrovsky.
Minnesota starting five is Conley, Randall, Edwards, Gobert, and McDaniels.
Yeah, good lineup.
Oklahoma City starting five are
MVP,
George,
SGA,
Williams,
Dort, another Canadian.
Goliath, Alexander, Holmgren, and Hartstein. God, I haven't heard of any of these guys.
Whitey.
Oh, Gilgeous Alexander.
Dort is starting, right? Dort's their defensive specialist, the Canadian from Montreal.
What is that last name? Gilgeous Alexander?
Gilgeous Alexander. And then he's related to Nikhil Alexander Walker on Minnesota. They're cousins.
Almost want to say Gorgeous Alexander.
He is gorgeous.
Like the old professional wrestler, Gorgeous George.
Gorgeous George. But yeah, the Alexander Walker on Minnesota, see, he's
wide open for three. And he'll drain it.
They're like they grew up together. They're practically brothers.
Minnesota with the early 3-0 lead.
Okay. I'll try to keep basketball scoreboard, but it's
don't worry about it.
Impossible.
Basketball scoring happens too quick to be kept up with.
Yeah. Ottawa charge 1-0. Was it 2 periods done or what?
I think we're at the end of the second period. It looks like they're coming off the ice. I think.
Baseball.
Yep, end of second. Ottawa leading 1-0.
Mario, what are you doing, Mario?
The Walter Cup.
Oh, Mel's on the Gooner Arms. What's it called? The Gooner channel. Adam's Arms.
By the way, congratulations, Arsenal. They've clinched their Champions
League trophy. Give us a trophy. Dominating second place.
Moss, you have your top 4 trophy.
Yeah, like no one rips Venga apart. Oh, we kind of did at the time. We were mad always getting second place back then.
You did? Hey, think all that Champions League money, you going to spit on that?
Exactly. That's what I tell people. It really comes down to money. And when you're second place Premier League, it's a bunch of money. When you're semifinal Champions League, bunch of money. It's like 100 million pounds.
I mean, it's not as far as you want to get it, but it's very, very helpful.
So us and Liverpool probably got about the same in prize money this year.
Well, you made it to a later round. So
and City and Chelsea are in that damn World Club Cup. They're going to get a bunch of money. The cheats, both of them.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm starting to realize.
We'll try to do that. We'll try to do some of those games.
Previously I was on board.
Coming up in June, right? June 14th or something like that. June.
Yeah, something like that. I don't care. I think I'm seeing the light about this being just a complete.
Canada's worried that a team in that World Club Cup might sign Jonathan David. So then he might be out of the Gold Cup because he's on our Gold Cup roster.
So how often are they going to run this 32-team Club World Cup? Is it like it's not every year, is it?
Every 4, like so it's 2 from the World Cup,
Why can't we just have a 16-team event every year?
Or is it every 2 years? Maybe it's gonna be every 2 years.
No, not every 2, every year. So you get
every 2 years.
I guess what was the Club World Cup, but just doubled in size,
Yeah.
Make it a little more prominent, but it makes sense for clubs to have it every year. National teams, not so much. I get that, but clubs, club turnover can be harsh.
Well, because they want to take 32 teams from, you qualify from 2 years earlier, like everyone.
32. Meanwhile, the real World Cup has gone up to 48 and might be going up to 64 immediately after. Who knows?
Jesus.
Like 64, really?
Watered down. 48's a bit much.
Who are you letting in?
48 I can handle. I mean, there's so many countries that got broken up from Yugoslavia, the Soviet Union.
That is true.
African countries that are a whole lot better. And just there is a lot more better countries.
I mean, I know this probably would be unpopular. I think there should be more. If they're going to expand even further, you got to weight it towards Europe and CONMEBOL, the two most successful confederations.
They get a lot.
Like if you expand to 64, you got to have like 20 European teams and 8 South American teams.
Well, yeah, but they're all the South American teams pretty much get in there.
They deserve it. Look how they play.
I know, but gotta make qualifying worth something.
Oof.
But yeah, no more expanding. 48's quite enough. That'll be weird, this World Cup, but yeah, it makes it. We have a good chance then, I would think, to like do something.
Maybe go back down to 32, but have it every other year.
No, keep it at 4. You don't want to wreck all the all-time records.
Yeah, but the confederations run
Florida and Carolina. They're both so good checking, good skating, grinding, board play. Oh, look at that.
They're the reigning champions for a reason.
Both teams, I guess. Brandon did learn under Paul Maurice. They won that 2006 over Edmonton Stanley Cup final. Carolina's first title. What's his name? The quarterback.
Huh?
Cam Newton didn't win that Super Bowl. Carolina's Stanley Cup is their.
I do not blame Cam Newton for not diving in on that fumble. He is instinctually, he knows not to do that.
That's not his fault that he had that year. Holy.
I don't understand how that taints his legacy. As a quarterback, you're trained not to do something that reckless.
He made Carolina really awesome that one year, man.
Yeah, but everyone talks about
and they didn't win it.
You remember the fumble in the Super Bowl that Cam might have been in position to recover, but he didn't dive in for it?
Yeah, he kind of just put his hand out, I remember.
I think he instinctively was going to dive in, but then realized, wait, I'm the quarterback. If I get injured, we're fucked.
Yeah.
And the whole team could be fucked for a long time. So I better not do this.
Who scored the goals for the Panthers? I think I put it on the bottom there, didn't I? And a goal! Carolina's back in it. Verhaeghe and Ekblad for the Panthers, and Florida's quickly looking at their video review thing.
On
the bench. What happened there? Offside or what?
VAR.
Who's claiming this? Is that Aho? Who is that? 2-1. It was Aho, my guy. I got that guy.
Anthony Edwards says
2-1 now, Florida Panthers fan. I keep calling it this game Carolina Panthers derby. Because, man, I keep saying Carolina Panthers.
Just say Whalers and Panthers.
It's a Panthers derby.
No, it's not.
The football team's watching. Aho gets it. Whatever they were looking at, I don't know. They're still looking at it, Maurice. Like, what? You don't have this much time, do you?
Anthony Edwards, what are you doing? Anthony Edwards, after a play, nonchalantly tosses the ball at a down.
A kick in. Oh, you can call that a kick in, no? His butt's towards the goal, Steve. Look at it.
I'm watching the NBA game.
He does make a kicking motion like a back heel in soccer you would do, to deflect it. Like he knows it's going to go off his skate, and then he makes extra foot move. Aho in Finland was probably a good soccer player. He knew what he was doing. So isn't that a kicking motion?
Is it? What do the NHL rules say? Does it have to be a deliberate kicking motion?
Yeah,
or
I think this might get taken back.
If it's deliberate,
it's challenging. Is he scared to challenge though? He's trying to get clarification from the ref. Whoa, I don't know if he's gonna challenge. Red Sox up 2.
I can't watch this Red Sox team though. They have blown so many leads late in games. It's like, what the hell is going on?
They seem to have a bullpen. Like, it happens a lot.
Our closers can't close. And you got to always be closing. ABC, always.
And then when you get behind, playing too many relievers and stuff, it starts eating you up in the season. Your snowball effect.
By the way, Moss, you know what that reference is? Always be closing.
Yeah, from that movie. It's always in our sales thing.
Glenn Ross.
Yeah, Glenn Ross.
Well, another 3 for
ABC.
Minnesota.
Always be closing.
Just watch. It's worth more than your house. Hey, OKC 13-9, Minnesota up about
2-1 after 1. We got a good hockey game. I was worried this could be dead. The similar style, similar teams, similar identities.
A bit more defense. Oh, stolen by OKC. The alley-oop.
Pretty good chances.
13-11, Minnesota leading.
Vinnie Jones Reckless. Is that good on Netflix? Vinnie Jones famously squeezed the nuts of Paul Gascoigne in a match.
Another 3 for Minnesota.
Famous for what? Being in Snatch, too. Big Chris. Lots of movies he's been in since. Vinnie Jones, superstar.
Looks like, are we going to commercial here? We are going to commercial.
Oh, I didn't put 2-1 though. I put down Aho goal and then I didn't put 2-1.
About halfway through the first quarter, Minnesota is leading 16-11.
T-Wolves.
T-Wolves leading on the Thunder.
I hope Blue Jays can just end this here, and then I'll turn to the basketball.
Someone call Joe Carter.
Nice one. Whoops, what'd I do there? OKC Thunder. I need the Canadian sign for them.
So who you think is going to make the NBA Finals, Moss?
There'd be a lot of good. It'd be funny if it was Minnesota, New York when they did a big trade with each other. You know?
If the Knicks
win Indiana and OKC, even though it's 2 small markets, it'd be a very interesting matchup up and down the court.
You know, if the Knicks win the championship, those fans will be completely insufferable, right?
That's what Mel said, too. There she is, speaking of the devil.
Like, you realize if you turn on ESPN, you're going to see
3-0 Blue Jays on my Padres, Mel. 2-1 for your Florida Panthers. Join them.
And doesn't Dolan still own the Knicks?
Yeah.
Like, I know we haven't talked about him a lot lately, but that crybaby still owns that damn team. God damn it.
I think they could beat Indiana. It's going to be tight, though.
I mean, at this point, you'd think anyone could beat
Knicks, OKC. That would be good, too. That'd be a clash of styles for sure.
It's Knicks, just must. You know if the Knicks win the title, anytime you turn on ESPN for the next 2 weeks. I can
see them losing into the final to either one of those West
No, but teams. If the Knicks win, Stephen A. Smith is going to be all over ESPN gloating and shouting about how he always
never happened.
God, it'd be totally insufferable.
Be good to get it over with, finally win. But I don't know. I think one of the West teams will win, Minnesota or OKC. I want to turn to that channel. I'm turning it. God damn it.
Something about Hillary Knight here. It's
been rainy all day here. Springtime rain. We need it, I guess. Now what? Kind of buble. Grapefruit is nice, I must admit. Grapefruit with Fresca is deadly. I forgot about that. I got some Fresca. Is that in the States, Fresca? Who owns that? Is that in that Coke or Pepsi product? Fresca.
So, Mus, I think we just got some news on the PWHL intermission report. Apparently, Boston Fleet and USA International Hillary Knight, I think, is saying she's planning to retire from professional ice hockey after the 2026 Olympics.
Yeah.
Damn.
You got lots of good other ones coming.
I mean, she's an Olympic gold medalist. I say the best ice hockey player, female ice hockey player in the world. I know you probably say MPP, but
Canada's won way more golds.
Yeah, MPP is probably better, but whatever. Knight's my girl. Knight's my woman. Admiral Knight of the fleet.
Boston Fleet. Need a goalie.
Admiral. No, she's not the goalie. She's like the center, or at least one of the forwards.
Well, who's the one that got hurt though?
Aaron Frankel, the goalie. Your girl's hurt her in the world.
That's what I'm talking about. That killed the Boston team.
Yeah, we did. We ended up not making the playoffs when we've been in the playoff spots all season. Motherfucker.
Even mad. Where's John with his UE being fired up about the PWHL? Still Blue Jays 3-0. I'm turned to basketball anyway. I said I would.
I mean, I have the basketball on right now, so I can cover that.
It's so many good players I like on these teams too.
Pacers versus Knicks game 1, by the way, is tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
With the Oilers and Dallas game 1 too.
She's like, these playoffs are all completely in sync with each other. Like usually, it
makes good for us. I think like 2 good games on when you're YouTube and there's so many commercials. It's nice having 2 good games on.
Yeah, but normally isn't there like some offset, like about a week?
I'm Canadian. What did I call him? Storm Chaser.
Florida
Panthers guy. He's in. He's down chasing the storms and down south there. No, but I'm Canadian. Steve's in the Boston area.
Not exactly Boston area,
He's Canadian sympathetic. Canadian.
I am a Canadian sympathizer and willing defector.
There's a soccer player. He's played for the Whitecaps for like 5 years or something now, Steve.
I have no idea.
He's no Canadian blood at all, Steve, but he's becoming Canadian, so they're like, well, he can play for Canada then.
Well, isn't there like a residency rule in place?
Yeah, like he's applying to be Canadian because he's been here long enough. Yeah. Blackman, I think it's Terrell Blackman or something, or something like that. And yeah, that's pretty sweet. And US finally recognized that he's good, and we're trying to get him, and he's like, I don't know.
OKC is taking the lead 17-16, by the way. Ooh, that's a steal. It's a steal.
18-16, you said?
17-16. By the way, it being OKC, I'm looking around expecting
SGA.
Durant. He hasn't been there in a long time.
The MVP, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, folks. Hamilton, Ontario's own. Hamilton, Ontario's own.
What's with these hyphenated names?
You wouldn't remember it as much if it was Shea Alexander.
To be fair, there is some sort of mystique around double-barreled names.
Yeah. Because then you just go SGA. You always do the initials.
Well, I don't know. There's MJ.
Miles Lewis Skelly in Toronto. I just call him MLS. Oliver Ekman-Larsson on the Leafs. He was on Florida last year. They just go OEL.
Well, I don't
know. Bargiu. Shea is with AE. He is the MVP of the NBA. You should be able to spell his name right.
That is an unorthodox pass to the wing, but that'll go for 3 anyway. Minnesota back on top.
Willie Bargavanator, Mr. Miami. I think he sent you the link.
By the way, Moss, even though we got CFL preseason action on Saturday, I'm probably not going to be around for it.
I don't do preseason CFL. I might go to Ryder. I might go to the Riders' first or second home game here.
How much are those tickets? $10?
They're only like $30-$40.
$30-$40.
More.
Well, actually, those are Canadian dollars. So what is that, like $3?
Blue Jays tickets. We get Blue Jays tickets. You can get right there cheap, right before the game.
Yeah, that's not the case for Red Sox tickets. I'll tell you that.
Fenway.
No way.
Yeah, like Blue Jays, you can get dirt cheap tickets sometimes.
You want to see the Red Sox and the Yankees? Yeah, good luck. You got $1,000?
Larry Bird was my favorite Boston Celtic. Paul Price, yeah, he was good. Parrish, Ray Allen, Dennis Johnson. How about Kevin McHale and his pointy elbows?
Havlicek,
Danny Ainge, gunning threes. Indiana Pacers, Reggie Miller, him and the Knicks had some good battles. Mario,
and then
there's nothing out there.
More contemporary times, you have Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett.
The Price, yeah, Paul Pierce. What Florida guy wrote?
Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen.
I got Storm Chaser. He's got to change his name. That's just Storm Chaser. 1917 T-Wolves, right? SGA equals MVP.
Celtics and
Steve
Pacers?
Nash, the last time a Canadian won an MVP. He won it back to back.
Oh. Wait a minute. Hold it.
What? Back to back?
Erling Haaland.
Cubs are 14-1 on the Marlins. Holy.
Moss, am I reading the Florida Panthers guy comment right? He has a dog named Erling Haaland. What? Why?
Big Jack coming in.
Oh, do you live in Newcastle?
That looked like a big international plane coming in.
I'm trying to figure out. This Florida Panthers guy apparently has a Dalmatian that he's named Erling Haaland and lives in Newcastle, even though he's from Australia.
He's a Tasmanian man. He's crazy.
Oh,
and he's chasing storms. He's chasing storms down south. He was down
grief. He's from
North
Tasmania.
Texas or Nebraska or something. Kansas maybe he's in. They just had a bad storm. Rowdy Piper. Montreal, Saskatoon. Piper lived all over Canada growing up. Sounded like.
What? No, he's from Scotland.
Yeah, his parents, I think, were. He might have been born though there, but yeah, he grew up all over Canada. It seemed like he moved around. He came to Calgary, learned under Stu Hart when he was young too. And then they got in the WWF from there.
Ozzy, how were those celebrations in Newcastle when they won the League Cup?
There's a Newcastle in Australia. I wonder if they cheered for Newcastle then.
Probably named after the Newcastle in the UK.
In the Aussie rules, yeah. There's always a Newcastle. I see it. What's that one? The Geelong. They look like Newcastle, isn't it? Black and white.
I need to go back. I think they wear black.
Collingwood or what? I forget all these Aussie.
Well, they're all in the city of Victoria. Half of them are in the city of Victoria. That's the big problem. That's the thing you have to remember about Aussie Rules football, Moss, is that traditionally,
his girlfriend's from Newcastle, UK, so he's moving there. He's going to be a Magpie. Come on, Sunderland, man. Sunderland can give it to you.
Is there a distinct Tasmanian accent, or is it just Australian?
Is it different than?
I don't know. It's a guy.
I've heard lots of different Aussie accents, man. Kind of like Canada.
Well, no, I was
just one guy that I lived with in Edinburgh. It was me and the Spanish guy that understood each other. I couldn't understand the Aussie. I was like, I don't know what the guy's saying either, man.
I was wondering. I was actually.
He was from like the bush. He would say he's from the bush in Australia.
Oh God, he's one of those guys.
Hey, buddy, I can't understand you.
Literally waltzing Matilda across the
Hawthorne Hawks fan is what he is. Hawthorne Hawks. Isn't it Collingwood though?
Collingwood is an Aussie Rules football team. Yes, one of the 18, I believe. And they're one of like the 10 in or around Melbourne. You have to remember, Moss, historically, Aussie Rules football was based in the city of Melbourne.
Collingwood Magpies that's the team I was thinking of.
Because basically, if you moved to Sydney, you wouldn't be playing Aussie Rules football. You'd be playing rugby league. Now, that's not rugby.
I don't like rugby league. I see it in England too. It's not
the north of England. It's a north of England thing.
It's
and Australia. Goal! Minnesota tied it up. Moss 1-1. Minnesota Frost have tied it up early in the third period.
Okay, I'll put it down. We put that up there.
Are we going to
1-1. We're going with quadruple OT. 2017 T-Wolves, I think.
Yep, 2017 is what I got. Puts up a jumper, no good.
20. What did I just write?
See this goal, 6 passes. Oh, catches the Ottawa goalie out of position on a long pass across the ice. Dang. That's just unfortunate. It's just completely out of position for that.
3-0 Blue Jays still, I think. Penrith Panthers and Dolphins. See this guy in every sport. You like too many teams. You're like John Jansen.
He's like me.
He's the Aussie John Jansen. He likes everybody.
At least I try to limit myself to one team per league.
No, and John hates. He hates Newcastle in Premier League.
Unfortunately, I have 2 Premier League teams I like, Liverpool and Fulham. Not that there's any real conflict between them.
Exactly.
Ooh,
I've always had a soft spot for Palace. I was pretty happy they won, man.
2020 in the NBA game now. OKC just tied it up.
That's just good soccer skills, what Aho did to score a goal there.
And puts it up. Oh, rattles in and out.
Sebastian Aho maybe played a little soccer in Finland growing up, I bet. That was good skill for his hockey goal. 22-20, T-Wolves.
Yep, T-Wolves just went ahead. Oh, that was an ugly shot if that was supposed to be a shot. Ooh. Look out. That's got to be travel, no?
The Memorial Cup will get started this week. It's London Knights once again. Moncton won their first ever, I think, or first in a very long time, Quebec Major Junior League. And Rimouski Oceanics, the host, so 2 Quebec teams. London Knights Ontario League and the great Medicine Hat Tigers. John loves them. What? He's watching some WWE.
I have no idea who Lola Vice even is. I don't think I've ever heard
of
the
Leeds Rhinos. That's in England, right? That team.
Leeds. Yeah,
Leeds
that's rugby league. That's a rugby league.
They're good at that rugby league. Leeds.
Yeah, rugby league is mainly popular in the north of England. If you're in the south, if you're anywhere else in England or the UK, really, it's the regular rugby or rugby union. That's the one where you have to fight
I like
tackle.
I like rugby union, more kicking and stuff.
Yeah, but for Americans, logically, you would think to introduce them to rugby with league.
I don't like
you
rugby.
Tackle, and then the next down or phase.
I like the sevens though, man. The Olympics, the sevens. Wow. That's pretty exciting.
Sevens is just get the ball out to the wide receiver on the end who could just juke the hell out of anyone in his way for a try.
It's
basically what sevens is.
It's intense though. Women's, it's even more exciting, I think.
Yes, we know that, Mr. Miami. He's been the legend killer for 20 years at this point.
I will kill that legend. 2-1. We're second period. Florida Panthers, not the Carolina Panthers.
Randy Orton. I hear voices in my head.
Need to do something about that
then. It's worked well for him.
Kachuk.
By the way, end of the first quarter in the NBA, I believe it's Minnesota up 23-20. It's 23-20 one way or the other.
Oh. Florida Panthers nearly a goal there. Freddie Anderson is going to get worked, isn't he?
Yeah. End of the first Moss, Minnesota Timberwolves are 23-20 on the Oklahoma City Thunder.
The Wolves. This is going to be a good series. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I should turn it back to Blue Jays while it's... I guess it's just first quarter. First half is where it takes a while. Florida up 2-1. Second period here now. Carolina's out shooting them, but they always seem to outshoot everybody. Good at blocking shots, and they're good at they just get it to the net. They go for rebounds. Yeah, there's that kid with the fake mustache always in Carolina. He always wears a Harvard jersey too.
Anthony Edwards left the court early. I don't know if he might have tweaked his knee a little bit or something on a play there.
Edwards, the Ant-Man.
He better be okay, or else this series is not going to be the same.
OKC will take it.
No way to win a title.
They had a great season. They had
two. Back into it because your opponents are too.
It's got to be one of the better seasons ever. OKC Thunder. No one's even talking about it. That record was amazing. OKC Thunder. Miami. Canadian Thunder. Panthers up 2-1. Game 1. In Raleigh, North Carolina.
Over 11,000 people watching this PWHL game on YouTube. It's 1-1. Not quite halfway through the third period.
Julius Randle. He was traded with that Knicks, the cat deal. He's done well in Minnesota. 23-20 T-Wolves. Here we go, second quarter.
Oh, already? Oh, Jesus. That's right. I'm thinking in hockey.
Run and goal, Panthers again for the Panthers fans.
3-1. Oh, boy.
The Carolina Hurricane fans are looking worried and upset.
Oh, no.
Who was it here? What a good play. Good passing this line. Panthers 3-1. AJ Greer. He's a Boston area boy, isn't he? AJ Greer.
No idea.
Goal. That's like fourth line. Mikkola, I think the assist, that defenseman.
Foul, OKC fouls Randall. He'll go to the line, shooting 2.
I can see.
First one drained.
Randall, what's the score?
24-20. We got another free throw to take, though.
Oh, yeah, now I'm with you. Missed.
That luchador in the crowd. Oh, not that. Disappointingly short.
Abs are golfing, Miami.
They
Everybody else.
got golf in Montreal.
Four teams left. The 4 teams: Florida Panthers, Carolina game 1 tonight. Tomorrow, the West. Edmonton will go down to Big D. American Airlines Center, Dallas. It's going to be a good one. It's 2 years in a row, Edmonton, Dallas meet up.
Sheesh. And another year we got a Florida team in the Eastern Conference Final.
For always.
I believe, what is it, Moss? The previous 5 Stanley Cup Finals have all had a Florida team representing the East.
We're going to play some golf down there amongst the storm.
Like, Florida's just been dominating Eastern Conference.
Look, they're showing them as cousins, babies together. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's cousin, Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Oh, they're so cute. They're so
playing
cute.
each other.
Oh, so cute.
In the Western Final, game 1. How crazy is that? Canadian story. Some Canadian history being made every year in the NBA, it seems like.
Not that big a deal. It was a Canadian who invented basketball.
Naismith.
He invented it in Massachusetts.
Yeah, Springfield, Massachusetts, wasn't it?
Oh, put it down, big fella. Number 55 on the OKC. Put it, Mr. Hartenstein, putting it down.
I said you'd like this big white guy.
Whoa, 3, no good.
He did a decent job at Jokic. He's going to score and do everything anyway, but if you do a good enough job to just not let him go crazy.
Jokic, not enough on his own to win anything.
Yeah, so Hartenstein did pretty good for OKC. If you win, you win. Now what time for a drink?
Oh. Right.
Maybe a shot of this Crown Peach.
Oh, boy.
We got a good game here. Florida Panthers.
The
Crown. Bow to the crown. Peach, though.
Oh, Jordan
Hyman, LFC. We're going to do Sunderland, Sheffield United, Blades, Wembley, final. The biggest money game there is to get to the Premier League. It's worth so much.
Yeah.
Go Fruities. Ah! Spilled some.
Oh, no.
Cheers. Big ears. That's for Mr. Miami. Being back. He's watching his damn wrestling. The fake stuff.
Hey, don't call it fake. Don't call Mick Foley falling 16 feet onto a commentator's table fake. You can't fake gravity.
Okay. the
You know what I'm
dramatic
talking about.
soap opera of sports that you cannot bet on. So
Hey, soap operas were insanely popular way back in the day.
that's what they've turned to. Soap operas are now the
Pro wrestling was
WWE.
always a soap opera, Moss. Come on.
Brett the Hitman growing up, he
Hello.
always thought it was real. He was telling stories about it. He always
Your
thought it was
dad
real,
thought it
and
was
he
real?
just hated these people that were hurting his dad. And like, then he finally figured it out one day. He's like,
I mean, you
oh,
can't prove it. No one says it's fake. And you got this.
because they made it look so real. He thought everything was real. His dad was such a good actor. His dad was so good at it, doing all the
and
pain.
then you had, I don't know if you've ever seen the video.
His dad would really give the pain though to other guys. That's the thing.
Well, they could. I mean, way back when they had to beat.
Yeah, he was actually inflicting pain on these guys.
Because if to go back to the roots of pro wrestling, you go back to the carnivals where you had the renowned strongman and he would take on the locals and beat them all.
Some Hennessy, I laugh for you, Miami.
Of course, you would have the random plant who would occasionally beat the strongman, and which would earn the guys more money.
29 for T-Wolves.
People thought they could beat him. Nope. Anyway, so Moss, Leeds United or Burnley, who's more likely to stay up and will either stay up?
I think Burnley won't. And Leeds United and whoever wins this playoff is going to stay up.
You have
Tottenham, you're going down next year.
Right. By the way, speaking of European spots, hold on a moment. Champions League, I believe it's Inter Milan versus PSG in the final.
Yeah.
And we got the All England Europa
Man
League.
United Tottenham, the 16th place Premier League Europa final.
And then, hold on, there's one other European final.
The conference is
hold on, I'm trying to find it. Where is it?
Is it Real Betis versus Chelsea? Yeah.
Somehow that would make all the sense in the world.
Real Betis versus Chelsea. Anthony from Man United's been ripping it up for Betis.
It's Real Betis versus Chelsea, and that's going to be it's going to be in Poland at Wrocław Stadium. Really? I have no idea if I pronounced that right.
Real Betis, come on. Don't let Chelsea win this.
Wrocław, is that the correct pronunciation?
Wrocław?
Wrocław? I don't know. I'm not. I have Polish. I have a little Polish ancestry, but I don't speak
Krakow.
Polish. I know it's Krakow, and I know it's Warsaw, and I know it's Chicago.
PSV beat Ajax on the last.
Oh man, Ajax somehow just bottled the league so badly this year.
They were way down at the early part of the year, but then they got way up and then blew it.
They blew it with like 5 games to go. Like, how? You were 9 points clear with 5 to play. How did you not win the title?
God. They're always so young, guys.
Oh, my God.
Got old Jordan Henderson, though.
But Ajax hasn't won a title in a while now.
Florida Panthers like Celtic, too. Another title. Alistair Johnston, Canadian there.
Of course, Celtic won the title. Rangers are in no position.
My Hibs, third, though, Stevie. How about what a season?
Yeah, you're the best.
That's the one Super Brew I did shitty in Scottish League.
Moss, you're the best of the rest. No one gives a shit about Scotland outside the top 2.
I know, but that's the one Super Brew League I didn't do good at. Every other one I won. I don't think I won Champions. I didn't win Champions League either.
Anyway, yeah, that the Conference League final is actually basically a week from now on the 28th. Again, it will be in Poland. Where the hell are they playing the Europa League final?
Europa's in Bilbao, Spain.
Oh, okay. So Man United and Tonomatsu get a nice vacation to Spain to kick off the
fans have been there for a while now.
Oh, that's actually tomorrow. Shit.
They've been hanging out there for like a week, these fans.
I mean, they might as well just stay there. I mean, no one's going to miss him on the last match day in England anyway, so might as well stay there. There's absolutely nothing for them to play for.
Nice weather.
I mean, really, this is the last game of the year for the season for both of those teams.
And United Tottenham.
I mean, yes, they both have one game left to play in the league, but I don't think either of them give a shit about that.
Yeah, they've been sucking every week.
Let's see, what is the last game for each? Man U.
And United's had 5 wins and
Man United are in a meaning
21 losses. These teams are terrible.
I will say Man United are in a meaningful game to end the season, though. They are at home to Aston Villa, who are fighting for Champions League spots.
Villa's going to beat them, aren't they?
They better beat them. They better beat them. What about Tottenham? Tottenham are at home to Brighton and Hove Albion, which is, no. Brighton is not playing for anything, but they've had a decent season. Especially for them, probably a good season. 8th place.
Yeah, it gets a spot, remember?
I'm just sad for Nottingham Forest.
Spot? No.
Nottingham Forest, weren't they well into the Champions League spots at one point? Did they just faded?
Forest, what a good season.
Forest were second for the longest time.
No, third for a long.
Well, yeah, third for a long time, but oh man, they're only 3 points. They're still
that old fat Greek came onto the field, their owner.
I mean, they're still fighting.
This guy's a crazy Jerry Jones. He's a Greek, fat, big Jerry Jones.
Greek? You mean like the guy who charged on the owner guy who charged on the field in Greece with a gun?
Yeah, well, he was on the field. Nuno talking to Nuno, the coach of Forest, right at the end of the. It's what is this going? This looks.
By the way, that's a completely different situation from the one Moss was referring to. Probably.
I think Nuno's gonna quit, man. Move on. He showed he's a good manager doing this good with Forest.
What I was referencing, Moss, I don't know if you remember this. There was a situation several years ago in the Greek Super League where I believe the owner of PAOK came onto the field and he was photographed with having a holstered gun on him.
Yeah.
While he was doing so. To be fair, not illegal by Greek law, but they built different in the Balkans. They built different.
38-31.
Oh, that's a bit long for the 3. Yeah, T-Wolves are still up 4. Neither team is able to break away here.
7 now.
Oh, yeah, 37. That's probably the largest lead of the game so far, I think. A 7-point lead for Timberwolves.
Power play for the Panthers, too. Up 3-1.
Uh-oh. We got a review in the PWHL for a major penalty.
Nice.
I gotta monitor this. What's going on here? Ottawa fans seem to think it's not a major.
Bayern München. Julius Randle from deep. Did you not see that 3?
Oh, that is from the other side of the country. Dang.
He went Kentucky, Randle.
What happened here?
Kentucky Wildcats. Respect.
Huh?
Marshawn Bennett making a plan here. Last bit of the power play. He's going for T-Wolves. Going for OKC. Who are you going for, Steve?
By the way, Moss, we have a little bit of a situation here in the PWHL.
OKC, T-Wolves, Steve.
I believe Ottawa is going to suffer a penalty here. The refs are looking at it to see if it was a major penalty. Looks like a stick to the face situation.
OKC gets one back finally. Terrence and Phillip.
Oh, no, it's only going to be a minor for cross-checking. Ottawa gets off
40-33. 40-30. 6-3.
What? For 22 from downtown. Spapa. 40-36. Yeah, neither team is going to be able to break away so far.
Good scoring.
Good defense.
Both, yeah.
Oh, a bit strong on the three there.
This is where NBA is good because it's down to the serious here.
I mean, they might play soft at times in the regular season, but playoffs, no. These guys are playing for everything.
The playoffs can be good.
Yeah. I mean, this is what basically everyone
wins. Some blowout games in the NBA playoffs. OKC was killing some teams, but Pacers, man, they can really put up the points. Pacing it out. Pacers.
Right. Well, you're in commercial in the NBA.
Pacers. Tomorrow night. Verhaeghe, Ekblad, and Greer for Florida. Sebastian Aho with the soccer play. Scores a nice one. It's a great soccer play, I must say.
Six minutes left in the PWHL. We got a 4-on-4 right now. Still 1-1.
Lampshades. What? Forsling penalty. Cross-checking.
Lampshades.
That don't stop. WNBA. What is my friend betting on? Come on.
5:08 left in the PWHL game 1. It's 1-1. Oh boy, overtime is looming.
OT.
Oh no.
OT zone.
No.
Power play. Carolina Hurricanes here. Minute 54, and it's a face-off down in Florida. Then Carolina wins it. Set up. Setting up. Passing it. From the D. Oh, not getting a shot really though. This ain't that good. Just keeping it in, moving it around.
Yeah, overtime is looming.
Oh, coming in. Bobrovsky's there.
Overtime
Red Sox won by 2. Panthers fan saying.
Yay. We actually held a lead. What? Overtime looming in the Northern Federal Capital.
For the Carolina Kings. Loving.
Leading scorers so far in the NBA tonight: Julius Randle and the Timberwolves with 18, and
Carolina really.
I think it's the Hartenstein guy on
Florida there. They don't get it.
OKC. Hartenstein leading with 10, I believe. Ooh, 3-point attempt rattles out for Minnesota. Back the other way.
Recovering Shea tight. There he's got it, Shea. Shakes and bakes, puts it up, misses. Shea. Stop, man.
Oh. He had like 3 hands in his face there. and an expiring shot clock.
Damn.
Houston Astros have beaten the Mr. Miami noting Astros 2, Rays nothing. I don't know if that's a final score or for ongoing.
The staff agent Bobrovsky.
Foul. Shot does not fall.
Matt Jones is really starting to play awesome on Florida this last series against Toronto. Game 1 here, good. 30 seconds left, 7 minutes left in the second.
Just under 4 minutes left in the third in the PWHL. Yeah.
Randall at the foul line, nails the first one.
You're a little ahead of me, a little ahead.
Randall. Yeah. Lisa Salters is speaking. I don't know what saying. No audio.
PWHL just showed. The PWHL cast just showed their defensive play of the game. It was an Ottawa blue liner, I think, taking a puck to the knee in a defensive effort and grimacing on the bench in noticeable pain. Ow.
Carolina, they're sticking to their plan, but how long? They're always going to play the same way. What am I saying?
45-38. Oh, Timberwolves hit the steal.
Bobrovsky again, say 45-38 T-Wolves.
He's too good.
Oh.
Secret agent Bobrovsky. Oof. Timberwolves. Oh,
Shea can't make anything. What's wrong? And Edwards at the line. Oh! Oh, Carolina keeps it in. They're good at keeping it in and grinding the boards. Carolina out skating you, getting to the puck.
Timberwolves up 47-38. It's the largest lead of the game so far.
That too.
Oh, and Timberwolves coming back, seeing if they can extend the lead. Puts it up. No good.
Ekblad. Florida loves having him in the lineup. Shea is trying too hard or something. He's not looking good. 47-38. Minnesota. Now he falls down. Push down. Shea. The struggle. 44 seconds. Shea was fouled.
And there's a whistle. Oof. Ah.
Anthony Edwards, defense.
SGA.
He does get fouled a lot, Jay, but he's always driving, so like Michael J. Yeehaw!
Seven-point game now, 47-40 as we are closing in on the end of the first half. Anthony Edwards, 12 points, 5 rebounds so far. Woof! Oh, Edwards trying to go full Superman on that one, but no.
God.
I don't know how else to describe that. He tries to go full Superman with the one hand. Nope. One hand jam. Nope.
Oh, he brought it up. Look, Miami brought it up before me. See.
Oh.
I want you to love me.
No.
Want to make you mine. Won't you lay it on the line?
This is the second as Edwards.
Miami brought it up, not Moss.
Panthers, it's 3-1 Panthers. It's still 1-1 in the PWHL coming down to the final minute of regulation here. Minnesota's up by 8, closing in on the end of the first half.
What is it, 48-42?
I got 48-40 right now. Now it's 48-42. You're about like 7 to 10 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, you're
1.
8 seconds ahead of me.
1.7.
Oh, it's stolen! Stole the ball! Oh, how you miss? How you miss that?
Oh,
how you miss that layup, man? I'd miss that layup, but you're in the NBA. Minnesota pushing PWHL.
Blue
Minnesota.
Jays. What are they here?
Minnesota Frost pushing hard for a game-winning goal here, but it's just not coming yet. Been all over Ottawa this period.
Rays 2-2. Yankees 5-zip on Texas. Mariners White Sox 0-0. Tigers 4-4 with Cardinals. John. Cubs destroyed Miami's Marlins 14-1. Jays final 3-zip. Hoffman the same. Beauty.
48-44.
Jays win. Jays win.
NBA halftime. Timberwolves 48. Thunder 44. Close game.
44?
48-44. Randall leading the scorers with 20 points.
Randall was good, eh?
13.
Randall was all over and
yeah. Oh, we got a bit of a situation in PWHL. Moss, PWHL, game 1 of the
Minnesota?
Walter Cup. No, the Walter Cup final, game 1. Looks like it's going to be going to overtime.
I knew it.
No.
Agent Bobrovsky on the case again.
Don't do it. I'm thinking Minnesota Frost are going to be disappointed that they weren't able to win this in regulation. They've been all over Ottawa in this third period.
No.
And they did get the equalizing goal.
Frosties are like the things at Wendy's.
No,
Mr. Freeze, I was thinking of.
No, it's the Minnesota Frost.
I know, but I always think of them. What do you call your freezies you get? Like where they're just colored ice?
I don't. Which company are we talking about?
Mr. Freeze, I think, are ours. We're called Mr. Freeze.
Which chain are we talking here?
Like just where it's just, plain colored ice in a little skinny, clear thing that you can, a kid eats
Like
the ice.
Italian ice?
Is that what you guys call them?
I don't know.
Maybe that's what Mace was saying. We called them Freezy, Mr. Freeze. We're the name brand, Mr. Freeze, Freezies.
I'm not sure.
I think you call them those Italian ices or something.
I don't. Well, it's not ice cream, so
yeah, it's like
I'm immediately thinking Italian ice, but I'm not sure. Water ice, I guess some people might call it.
Yeah, water and just colored.
You get it from like a truck that goes around, almost like an ice cream truck.
Yeah, there's like the snow cone, but when they're in the little clear, thin little packets.
I mean, they come in cups sometimes.
I know,
from the store.
No, but we had them in little clear things, and you cut the top off, and you could just
like a tube.
Almost, yeah, like
a squeezing tube thing.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about. Well, if it's completely frozen solid, that would be a freeze pop. Or a popsicle, I guess.
Mr. Freeze.
I mean, I think there's a brand like that called that, but I would refer to such a thing if it's in plastic packaging and it's completely frozen solid flavored ice. That would to me be a freeze pop.
Yeah, I think that's what you call them. I think that's what you call we're like Mr. Freeze and we call them Freezies.
And if you put a stick into it and freeze it around it, that's a popsicle.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they come in, and then the popsicles are a little better, obviously.
Don't put me.
And then you got all your ice creamy kinds.
Don't put me around popsicles. I will eat all the orange ones.
What do you want?
Will eat every last orange popsicle that I come in good contact with.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There you go. They're saying the women's game was a little chippy.
Yeah, there's some get-togethers. some.
Oh, 3-1. We're almost done second period here. Florida Panthers on top.
By the way, some WNBA news. Apparently, Caitlin Clark has gotten her 6th WNBA game, scoring 25 points and clocking 10 rebounds, which apparently sets a WNBA record. Already? I must have read that wrong or something.
Blue Jays with a shutout. Randall at 20, eh? 30 seconds left. In Carolina. Randall with 20 in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty. What if T-Wolves and Knicks after they made that big trade? I was like, at the time, I helped both of them. And it really did. They're going to be in the final. Incredible. Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams. What are they doing here? Not enough. 3 for 11, these two. Stephen A. I'm seeing it half here. He's out.
I swear, if the Knicks win the NBA championship, he is going to be completely insufferable. Actually, he already is insufferable, but he's just going to become far worse. Why do people want to see this man? I don't get it.
Sometimes he's spot on, but I can't listen to him for very long.
He's very abrasive, I think is the term.
A lot of his points I do get, though. Padres lose to my Blue Jays. That's what happened.
Still in commercial for PWHL.
The old Expos Nationals beat the Braves 5-3. Tigers are up on John's Cardinals now 5-4. Brewers up on Orioles 3-2. Yankees 5-2, damn it.
Oh, well.
They're getting out to a lead.
Yeah, well, it's the Yankees.
We got to get them somehow.
NFL players to be allowed to compete in Olympic flag football. In other news, USA is already anticipating a gold medal.
Until one gets hurt and the owners crack.
Actually, I think flag football is actually a fairly different game from regular football, though.
We'll be our Canada. Obviously, we'll be good.
It'll be decent.
You only need a few good players. We got plenty.
What is flag football, anyways? It's 7-on-7. How many people on the field?
It can be various. We played touch rules up here a lot.
Yeah, but that relies on a trust system, you know.
Canada, so we get along.
Yeah, not good enough.
Sorry, not sorry.
The Pope's not Canadian. I don't buy it. American Pope by way of Peru.
Chicago, Peru. He's gonna come to Chicago.
No, he's like he spent all his recent time in Peru.
But you got to think, if he's coming to the States, he's going to Chicago.
Well, yeah. Well, no, duh. By the way, correction, Caitlin Clark apparently dropped 25 points and 10 assists here, and I guess it's the 6th time she's done it in a WNBA game? That seems strange to me. I figured it would be higher.
Ice-T. Speaking of Ice-T, where's John? The St. Louis Cardinals down, I think. MLS Fantasy, he beat me again this week. John, I create a monster with this guy.
That's a you problem.
He likes fantasy things. He could just how are the Revolution doing?
I don't think they're doing well.
I haven't heard much.
I needed to check the most recent power rankings, but I'm pretty sure they started.
Philly in the East. I think Philly in the East is doing good, or Columbus.
I'm pretty sure New England started the year like bottom of the power rankings, and I don't think it's gotten much better. Yeah, we suck.
Jump around.
Caitlin Clark's 6th game with 25 points, 10 assists since WNBA record. Really?
What's this?
25 points, 10 assists.
That Mukhtar guy, I think we all have an MLS fantasy. Man, he's right up there.
Where's Stefan Castle heads the NBA All-Rookie team?
Got to lay it on the line. Fetch the vet. Watch the movie Fletch, Florida Panthers. Fletch. Chevy Chase classic.
By the way, Pacers Knicks, this is the fourth time those two teams will be meeting in the Eastern Conference Finals. The first since 2000. I'm trying to remember who might have been on those teams back. Obviously,
Reggie
Miller for the Pacers, and that's the only one I'm going to get. The Knicks at the top. Holy cow.
Starks, Ewing, were they still playing?
Ewing was done by then, surely.
Yeah. Before the other matchups.
Iverson? No, he was Philly. Crap. Was Carmelo there yet? I don't think so.
What was that guy's name? Sprewell?
Latrell Sprewell?
Wasn't he at the Knicks at that time?
But I hear Sprewell. I want to think Orlando Magic, but I don't know.
The 18. I watched 18. Mario, quiet. You need to be quiet, Mario. Third period here. You think Carolina comes back or Florida and Agent Bob shut her down?
I mean, they could. They could. I wouldn't put it past them.
I think they'll make it 3-2, but Florida hold on and get an empty netter.
Who knows?
Fall Guy was a classic I watched too. They're like, it was Fall Guy and A-Team back to back then, I think. Marchand is on my side. Stevie's side. Jordan Stahl, isn't it? Postman Pat. Charlie's Angels. Classic.
The movie with Drew Barrymore?
No, there was a...
Oh, you mean the TV series?
Charlie's Angels, Three's Company.
That was before my time, man. That was like 70s.
It was awesome.
I mean, I heard of it, obviously, but no, the only thing I would have seen was the movie with Drew Barrymore and Lucy Liu.
Cameron Diaz.
And Cameron Diaz, yes. I was trying to remember who the third one was. I knew I should have.
Carolina, Florida. Yeehaw. Pepsi Zero, now Coke Zero. Crazy.
You're switching between the two? Sacrilege.
It's a contest. I think I like Pepsi Zero a little better. I don't know. It's close.
It's all fucking soda. Who the hell gives a shit? All right, looks like overtime in the PWHL about
Dukes of Hazzard. I always watched. Yeah,
I remember watching that on reruns on back when it was called TNN.
Beverly Hillbillies and Dukes of Hazzard.
No, I didn't see Beverly Hillbillies.
That was classic. Classique. Rugrats. Dude, it was this Storm Chaser watching.
Huh?
Cartoons.
Rugrats, that was Nickelodeon. Mid to late 90s was like a golden age of cartoons on Nickelodeon.
Oh, I missed it.
All capped off with the one that has survived. The cockroach, if you will, of kids' cartoons, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Terrible. I had Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
The Flintstones as a kid.
Yeah. No, I know the old ones. They don't make new episodes of them, though. Those are all reruns.
Classic.
Yeah, I watched some of those, but again, there was all reruns at the time I
Get
was
Smart.
around.
I remember watching Get Smart. Maxwell Smart. Agent 99.
Again, heard of it, never watched it. Before my time.
Shay. Randy Orton. Boom. OKC back in it. Williams nails a 3.
I mean, they weren't really out of it. They were only down. Well, they were down.
Yeah, it feels like they played so bad, but they weren't really. Yeah, Minnesota didn't take off ever.
By the way, PWHL is back in action. It's still 1-1, and we're in overtime. Next goal wins.
1-1 forever.
Well, no, it's been more forever.
4 periods. Oh my God. Surely not again. 48-47, I think I see.
Yep, I got that. Of course, you're like 8 seconds ahead of me.
And OKC's got it now.
I got Minnesota with the ball right now.
Fishing the chat. Scores.
I just saw a stolen dish.
Holmgren. He's got to get going. Then they'll win. Scooby-Doo, I watched.
OKC is taking the lead, 49-48.
Scooby-Doo and Flintstones, I watched lots.
Well, they haven't really stopped making Scooby-Doo stuff.
Yeah, they just keep making new kind of things.
I remember seeing episodes of the Harlem Globetrotters.
50-49.
Wow. And that man went down.
What's John's Cardinals? Where'd they go? Must be over. They lose to Tigers 5-4. Rays beat the Astros 3-2.
Asterix, Moss. Asterix.
Cheat Stros.
Not clever enough.
Asholios. Canada beats Sweden. Ho hum. That always happens, even in Stockholm. We had some nice goals. Man, Crosby just inspires these dudes, man. They play with them, and they're just like, it's like, oh. Celebrini's playing awesome with him. Super young with the old. McKinnon's ripping it up, scoring every game. We lost to Finns, though, in, what was it, overtime? Shootout. Those Finns are sketchy. They always beat you guys, too. And Swedes, they upset them lots. They always give us a run. The Finns.
OKC takes the lead 53-52, and they're looking to go up one more.
Shea Gilgeous starting to make them. And at the line, 53-52 Shea, MVP. They always either wear like all blue or all white. It seems like Oklahoma City. They all coordinate it somehow. No, I think the team, they just like give them shirts on their chair, like everyone. That's what they do. It's pretty sweet. You always get shirts every game. Silverhawk 87. $54.52, and he's at the line. Makes a first. Tomorrow, what times it start?
We
80.
PWHL game just ended. Ottawa has won.
John Jansen's Ottawa Charge.
2-1 in overtime. Let's see if I can get a replay on this.
OT Charge.
So it's 2-1 in OT.
At least it didn't go forever. That's good.
Charge take game 1 in this best of 5.
Oh, damn. We had a great one up here. The Raccoons. Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock.
Canadian.
Yeah, and a little bit before my time. Oh, Timberwolves bury that 3. 60-56.
The Raccoons cartoon, yeah, Canadian animated series. Check it out, Ozzy. The Raccoons. He's always playing hockey. And Cedric Sneers, like the Cyril Sneer. Yeah, he's like the bad guy, like Gargamel in the Smurfs, kind of.
Canada made an animated series about an animal playing ice hockey, and they didn't make it a beaver.
Raccoons. Disappointed. Oh, he would play all kinds of animals, though. I'm sure there was a beaver. I think beavers are goalies, maybe.
Like, when I think of Canadian rodents, I think beavers.
Raccoons.
Nah, beavers. Gopher. Beavers are more Canadian than
raccoons. The prairie gopher.
No, I mean,
they're everywhere.
No.
Skunks.
Ugh. No. God, no.
Squirrels.
Those guys are those assholes are everywhere.
Coyotes everywhere. Coyotes.
Those aren't rodents.
Porcupine. Porcupine.
I don't want to get close to a porcupine.
Dogs would always have trouble.
Dogs are always getting themselves into trouble. Always.
64% Florida and Carolina tonight on our vote poll. Get your vote in.
Yeah.
Hit the thumbs.
I didn't vote for that, but I should have voted for that.
Get voting.
So, yeah.
It's not the greatest game, but it's not as bad as I thought. 27% Edmonton, Dallas tomorrow night. Indiana, Knicks is tomorrow. Minnesota, Oklahoma City has been the better game, I think. Hey, it's been a good basketball game.
It's been close. Neither team's really been able to get out to any sort of big advantage.
It's highly competitive. Highly competitive.
So far.
Pinky and Porky? Porkies. Look it up. Porkies. Classic American. 80s. Carolina. 3-1. Down. Third period now. Shot, point. Bobrovsky. It was blocked in front. Penalty, maybe, or what? No. Superman. Batman was a pretty good cartoon, I would say. With the super.
Batman, are you talking about the original 66 TV series, or are we talking about
the cartoon one, I said?
The one in the 90s, the animated series?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I mean, that's the iconic one. I am vengeance. I am the night.
Stan and Ren and Stimpy. I could get that out.
Recently learned that Ren
was see that? Beavis and Butthead.
I was not a Beavis and Butthead kind of kid. I just wasn't.
South Park.
I never got into South Park. Never. Just wasn't my kettle of fish.
I kind of like South Park. Cartman, he's annoying though.
I think that's the point.
They always killed Kenny.
You call Cartman annoying. I think that's the same thing as saying that you hate you hate Buddy Rogers. Yeah, that's the point.
Sick. What is it?
Huh?
Score?
60-58. Timberwolves are ahead. Halfway through the third.
I can see it now on the TV. Second TV. 3-1 Florida on the main TV. Rudy Gobert. Rudy. France. Oh, there was new History Channel Curse of Oak Islands here.
Oh, episode. For the love of God, will you please just find whatever?
It never ends. It never ends. That's the whole point.
Like, what's supposed to be at the bottom of that mine shaft? Money? Stolen Russian gold? Like what? Oh wait, no, that's the ship that they.
The Templars' treasures from Jerusalem.
Like, first of all, Oak Island is like somewhere in Canada, right?
Now they're narrowing it down to
Where is Oak Island? Maine?
In Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. Okay. I just don't understand this whole thing. Like, what's supposed to be at the bottom of this mine shaft or this well or whatever it is?
Templar. Treasures. But I think it was. I think it was probably taken. It sounds like there's multiple things that were hidden all over, and I bet you lots of them went and were gotten later on because people told them where to find it.
Yeah, and it's not like it's at the bottom of the ocean, like that.
But
you
man,
remember the History Channel
they're
show
like
about,
they go over 100 feet down, like it's crazy.
No, there was another History Channel show about this dude who was trying to salvage the wreck of this ship that sank, supposedly with Russian gold on it or something.
Spanish
the Republic
gold was fun too. They think a lot of the Spanish gold was hidden in Oak Island too.
Why would they hide their gold?
Pirates.
There's no guarantee you're ever going to get back to it. Just take it.
Pirates.
No, they would.
The one guy when he was working for England, and then kind of was not saying as much. He'd find wrecks and then only bringing some back, but hiding some in places too.
None of this shit makes
Titanic sank, off Newfoundland there.
Oh, and don't even. Well, if you're going to call about 600 miles from Newfoundland off Newfoundland shore.
Ice rider. Man, I was supposed to have relatives on that thing. But, things kept getting delayed and rescheduled because of it.
Yeah, if you remember, Titanic was actually supposed to launch in March, not April.
Yeah,
and if it had, it would have avoided all the icebergs altogether.
They went on another one because it kept getting delayed.
No, what happened was, if you remember, Titanic's sister ship Olympic had an incident where a tugboat ran into it, so it had to come back to docks for refitting, which delayed Titanic's launch by a month.
Yeah.
And then the night Titanic sank, the weather.
Oh, Panthers again!
This game's over.
Sam Bennett, I think. 4-1. This is over, I think. Game 1. Keeniac fans are stunned.
Well, it's only one game.
Gotta win the next one.
I'm pretty sure the Hurricanes have a bit more fortitude in them than the Maple Leafs, I would think.
Brindamore, their coach, of course. Bennett, I think. Oh, some young Carolina fan, not happy.
But Moss, have you ever heard about some of the conspiracy theories about the Titanic?
Oh.
There's one that says, and this is just complete stuff, that the Titanic was actually the Olympic, or something, I don't know. One ship was the other ship, then it went down, and it's why the hell would they even do that?
Yeah.
For insurance fraud?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
That would be another conspiracy I heard is that basically Titanic was set up to sink by J.P. Morgan so that he could get his idea of the Federal Reserve through the opposition, who all
there were some rich
lost
dudes.
Their lives on the Titanic.
Yeah, there were some rich dudes on that freaking
ship. John Jacob Astor was probably the most notable one. There was another one.
I learned a bunch. There was this Philly
he was
family
actually in the movie.
Rich.
He was in the movie. He was on the grand staircase when the water started rushing in. What was his name?
There was a rich Philadelphia family, I remember.
Yeah, but it's the most prominent opposition to J.P. Morgan's plan were all on the Titanic. Of course, never mind, Morgan also had planned to be on the Titanic heading back to the United States, but his plans changed for unrelated reasons.
64-60, is that right?
I got
OKC
no,
lead.
not yet. Yes, 64-60 OKC.
Hey, they're picking it up.
And the OKC crowd is loud now. Thunder's biggest lead of the game so far.
66-60. Whoa, look at some of these hotties.
And now it's 6-point game. That's the biggest OKC lead.
Is this the new Dallas, Texas, Oklahoma City? Shea is the man, Steven. We can't be stopped, even when he is stopped.
That don't make no sense.
We got stopped, and then he got it and put it back in. Miami. Now are you becoming Florida Panthers again? Are you getting pulled back in? Reading Carolina here 4-1.
I mean, it's not. I mean, the series ain't over yet. Obviously, a bit of a shock. I mean, obviously, Carolina are going to have to regroup for game 2.
Yeah, I thought Carolina
but this ain't over.
Win this first one here.
This ain't over though. This ain't over. Carolina wins game 2. They're right. They're right back in it. They're in an okay position,
and they're a good road team. They're good at everything, I guess.
I mean, they're not going to capitulate twice like the Leafs did.
Bennett's was from Rodriguez and Verhaeghe.
I still can't believe that the Leafs forced game 7 and then gave up like that. Like, give me a break, guys.
Bunch of
I still don't understand it because you showed you could do it in game 6. You just had to do that again. And you failed miserably. If they lost 3-1 or 2-0,
tighten up at home in big games, and the crowd's energy, it just tightens them up.
You have to feed off the crowd energy. It's like they fell flat on their face with the crowd energy. Like,
Bruins
what the hell, guys?
Bruins knew how to use.
The second half of that series, they just fell flat on their face at home.
Did you say who you want to win this NBA series?
Not the Knicks.
Yeah. No, the West one.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't watched enough Western Conference basketball. They start their games way too late for me to watch.
Okay, see. Edward misses.
Like, you start your games at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. I'm not watching this shit.
Come on, I would love it. In the East.
West Coast timing sucks.
I love it in the West. It'd be even better in the East for a night. Oh, Marchand's fighting! Yeah! Some big guy, and he made some.
Some big guy. Could you be a little more epic?
He is an MVP of every playoff. Quiet! Are you going to be quiet? Marchand, what an MVP. On the road, fighting for the boys. He gots this beer. Beats up an American. He's good. That's one of their best players. So Marchand's smart. He'll take it. The guy shot the puck at him from like 2 yards away, Steven.
Whoa.
Like, just ripped the puck at Marchand. So he went right after him and beat him up.
That's not very nice. It's not very gentlemanly.
Awesome. No, but he shot it right at him hard. He's been going after him. Yeah, look. He goes after Ghost the Sphere. Misconducts.
The playoffs, of course, are going to be game misconducts.
He's going. 24-16 shots for Carolina. 11:45 left in the third. They're down 4-1. Marchand wants to get at him still. The fans already hate Marchand, and everyone has learned to.
The Hurricanes and the Bruins have not exactly been the friendliest of teams to each other.
Man, he is pure business. Entertainment. He's going to get some extras here. Cocksucker goes to Spear. Shane goes to Spear. Marchand will keep coming for you now, buddy. $66-62 Thunder. Marchand out. Power play Carolina. They have to score here, you got to think. Stevie's dying out. Eastern boy that gets tired in the West.
Late.
May sometimes is wide awake suddenly in the East, and Miami's East time. He's always up.
I don't know what else to say. This game has been close all night. Been no double-digit
68-62.
There have been no double-digit leads in this game.
It's a good game. This is basketball. It should be like. Always. Oh, three. Big three and nails it. Okay, see. Maybe will be double digits. 71. Mario, calm down.
Ooh. OKC now up 9. They're starting to break away.
So I was telling you.
Minnesota has got to stop this momentum.
Yeah, assist
got to stop
it. Power play Carolina's not going. 20 seconds left only now. Power play.
Hockey game still going?
73-62. There's your double digit.
Yeah, that's the first double-digit point lead of the night, and it's for OKC, the home team. 150 and counting left, and the Thunder on a 17-2 run in the last 5 minutes and change.
They're doing it.
A little strong on the three there.
Carolina, power play's over. We needed that. Ejection.
Who got ejected? What?
Panthers are unstoppable. Leaves. You shouldn't be so sad. They all thought they would lose, and they lose. What is that? 65 3-pointer?
If Minnesota makes this, they do make that. 73-65.
75.
Yeah, you're 8 seconds ahead of me, Moss.
75.
Oof. And one, I think.
Shea is the man. Edwards is trying to play him, and he's fouling him, and now Shea's starting to hit those. SGA-MVP. Canadian Thunder. Do they play AC/DC Thunder straight lots there?
I have no idea.
Okay, see.
Cool.
76-65.
Back to 11.
Carolina finding Florida tough too. The Panther Derby. The Carolina, Southeast Florida. Boom. Boom. Whoa.
No good. OKC
First
breaking
7
away.
minutes of hockey. Third quarter's almost done in NBA.
Whoop.
Excuse me. Where did that one come from? Moscato, swear he been 4-1. Your Panthers rocking game 1. Rocking it. Florida. Oh. Next goalie, Carolina. Go to the Russian, Kochetkov, I say. Spark the team up somehow. Next game. 76-65, I think I see, and he's at the line.
Jalen Clark at the line for Minnesota. Not one of the usual not one of the he's a bench player, let's put it that way.
Williams coming back in. OKC.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. See. Thunder. Marchand was giving it to everywhere on his way out.
You just pissing everybody off.
Shay, no.
And end of the third quarter, Oklahoma City leads 76-66.
66?
76-66.
Bingo. Panthers are going to get this game 1. Edmonton, Dallas. Maybe Dallas will win game 1. Tomorrow night, Indiana, New York, the MSG Classique. MSG Pacers. Some good Canadians on Indiana. Two hours and a half been going for.
Well, I've sat through 3 quarters. Might as well finish this off. Maybe.
Oh, what's tomorrow? That shit, Europa shit.
Europa League, hate along.
I gotta puke. I'm gonna puke along that game. I
hate
can't watch.
along.
Oh,
You want Spurs to disappear from the face of the earth? I want Man U to disappear from the face of the earth.
It's a puke along. That's what it is. I'm not even doing it. Okay.
Man U in a European final. I guess they're just allowing anybody into this institution now.
Save it up for hockey basketball again tomorrow night. Okay. Goal! Florida! 5-1. That deserves a toast.
I mean, have Carolina played badly tonight, or
Florida just capitalized? That's why I switched the goalie up.
That was the story of the
Anderson is shit show against these guys.
I mean, that was sort of the story of the last series Florida was in. They took advantage of every mistake.
They were all close games last year, but got swept, wasn't it? They're all super close, but got swept by them. 5-1, folks. 5-1. Have a little fun. Idaho again, or who was that? Can't even see. Listerainen. That line with Marchand, they've been good in the playoffs. Lundell, Listerainen, Marchand. 5-1.
And fourth quarter is underway.
Yeah.
Can the Timberwolves come back here?
They'll make a run back, and then OKC will run back again.
Oof, air ball on that three-point attempt. Oh, and the layup attempt gets blocked. Has to put it up for rush from three to gets it.
Yeah, 69.
Nice. Why did I do that?
79.
I'm better than that. Come on.
$79. I got a whiz. Whiz, I say.
Got a timeout. 10:36 to go. OKC still up by 10.
Boingy. What up? 5-1 power play Carolina, 79-69 NBA.
Ooh.
79-71. Shit. No.
Fadeaway jumper in the paint.
Caruso nails it. $82.71. Five 2 Hurricanes get one.
Too little, too late.
We gotta get in Bobrovsky.
Oh, that ball was stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey. Give me a replay on this stuff job.
Jarvis.
Deep stuff for the. Oh, that ball never leaves his hand. It was stuffed. Chet Holmgren stuffs that turkey. That didn't go anywhere.
Okay, see, no. $30-20 the shot for Carolina. 3:15 to go. Five 2, folks.
$82.73.
Jason Blake's kid. What's the score in the NBA?
82.73 is what I got.
Yep.
84.73, rather.
Yep.
Foul by OKC. Minnie will go to the line for 2. Excuse me.
Fake pop, fake pop. A bit of strawberry Fanta. Strawberry Fanta. $84.74.
Yeah, I believe so for the moment. We got one more foul shot from the Timberwolves here.
$75.
Back to a 9-point game. Yeah, I haven't seen Reed hit this one yet. There it goes.
Orange Fanta. Nice. Or no, not orange Fanta. Strawberry Fanta. You guys have probably had that for a long time.
Woo.
Peach, Crown Royal.
Chet Holmgren. Yeesh. Put that down. You go hurt somebody.
86.
Oh, Alexander misses the 3. Rattles out.
Cheers for the Panthers. Take
Minnesota.
game one, it looks like. OKC down the stretch.
Minnesota, a dreadful 4 for 18 on 3-point attempts this half so far. Ah, that's going to be a foul.
Empty net.
You're down 3. I don't think an empty net's going to help you.
Fans have cleared out a bunch of them.
I mean, when you go down 5-1, that's going to happen.
Hurricanes. 86-75 OKC. At the line, Randall, I think. Yeah, lefty.
Yep. Randall dropped 20 in the first half, but only 3 in the second so far. Probably tells you the whole story of this game. Minnesota's scoring threat has been shut down, although he scores one there, 86-77.
88.
I mean, free throws is about the same, so that's not really a factor so far. Surely that was a travel. He jumped with the ball and landed. No. 88-77.
Carolina under a minute. $90. Holy.
Woo.
That one broke my neck.
Oh, I am one.
Popped an eyeball.
Who the heck do you think you are? Big Van Vader? Oh. Sheesh. He's going to the ground as he puts that ball up, and he still gets it in.
Shea Gilgeous Alexander, MVP.
Was that a flop?
MVP. So good. He needs another universe to play in. Gotta win a trophy, though, they say. So get it done while you have the chance, and you're a young, good team. Everyone will be all over you.
We're going to commercial.
145 subscribers now, Steve. 55 away.
Yay.
From the 1K. And our voting tonight, 58% Florida, Carolina, 5-2. Tomorrow night's Edmonton, Dallas, 25%. Indiana Knicks, 17%. No one was on this basketball game, and I'll think it might be the best one. Who knows? I think Oilers Stars, that might be a crazy game one, too.
Yeah.
It might be.
I think that might be a crazy series. Who knows?
Both teams will want to establish something tomorrow. No Johnny J tonight. Was there?
I don't think I saw him. But anyway, yeah, Europa League Finals probably the biggest thing going on tomorrow, sports-wise. Somehow the Europa League ends up being contested between two of the worst teams in the Premier League.
We're so lucky the best 3 teams are so bad this year, hey?
Unfortunately, it's becoming quite frightening.
I think it might finally end for sure next year.
Huh? What do you mean?
I think Leeds United will do some buy-in.
I mean,
they'll do pretty good. Sheffield United or Sunderland, they're pretty big clubs.
I mean, you see all the money that these other clubs get just by staying in the Premier League. They have just such a
they get
established advantage.
They get a good
I mean,
squad.
yeah, there's parachute payments and all that, but nothing beats, being securely in the Premier League, having that security.
If you stay for a while, you build up a good squad and making money.
Anyway, what do you think? How do you think Wrexham does next season? You think
I think they'll maybe be in the middle to maybe a little above middle.
I mean, it's been a great run.
And then by the next year they'll like be in the playoffs. I'm thinking. Like,
I mean, it's been a great run from National League to Championship.
They're going to attract some more and more players now. Yeah, they'll attract players.
Yeah, but I mean, the Championship is a whole different animal. Like, basically, just to get out of the National League.
See what they sign. We'll see what they sign. Because
I mean, you have to realize, just to get out of the National League,
91-77. Yeah.
I mean, to get out of the National League, they almost have to build themselves into 79. A League One team, winning team by default, just to get out of the National League. So them bursting that far up that quick is not surprising.
They've been able to attract players to come, so they got to keep it going another level now.
But the Championship is a totally different beast from League One.
I say they'll be mid-table, established.
Well, you
don't want to attract more and more, and then they'll be ready to challenge.
Here's the thing, though. The Championship is the one league you don't want to be an established fixture in. You don't want to be established in the Championship. You want to be promoted from the Championship. There's no point in being in the Championship.
Being in those
the only point being in the Championship is to get to the Premier League. That's all. And you just
don't get relegated. You might not get back.
You have to sacrifice everything you have for that one season that sets you up financially forever.
It sure does help.
2 words: parachute payments.
QPR, they're always in the Championship like them.
I've been in the Prem a few times.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember Swansea and Cardiff were in the Premier League.
Yeah, they can be pretty big, though. Big support clubs.
Yeah, well, I think that team from the north of Wales will have something to say.
Yeah, they've been in the Championship for a while.
Well, in the past.
Blackburn seems to always be in the Championship. And they've won the Premier League.
Yeah. Famously, before Leicester, they were the only team outside the big spenders to do it. And speaking
5-2 final.
Speaking of Leicester,
5-2.
Speaking of Leicester, any word on where Jamie Vardy's going to end up?
I hope. I don't know. Okay.
No. I'm still pulling for him to go to Wrexham. It just seems like the natural thing to do.
There might be a Premier League team that'll sign him to be their backup striker.
I think he's past it for the Premier League.
One of these teams that are coming up might do it.
Nah. I think you got to shoot a
little higher. He might even want to get out and go to MLS or something.
I didn't think about MLS.
I could see him. His wife's crazy, so get the fuck out.
OKC up 94-81 at the moment.
84.
By the way, Jaden McDaniels of the Timberwolves, he has fouled out on 7 points.
Oh, my God.
Oh, but Minnesota just drained a 3 there, so now it's a
84. 96-84.
OKC is just not letting them get back into this.
Scoring machine. 2 hours, 50 minutes gone in our stream. Hit the likes. Voted on the poll, hopefully. And liked. What do we got now? 9 likes. Come on, one more at least. Always 10 at least. 58%, 25%, 17%, I believe still.
Corner 3. 15-point lead for OKC. They lead 99-84 at timeout Minnesota. 4:24 to go.
Dort?
Huh?
The Dort? Montreal Baller? Was that him?
Number 5.
Yep. Gwent Dort, Montreal. $31 for the MVP, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 assists.
What is this commercial? Another Bob Odenkirk movie?
99-84. Randall has 26. What a game.
Oh, Nobody 2? We made a sequel? Jesus Christ.
Shea. Tomorrow, Edmonton, Dallas, 6 Mountain, 8 Eastern. Edwards, 18 points, 8 rebounds. Holmgren and Jalen Williams, both 15 points, both 7 rebounds each. OKC Thunder, 68-14 home record this year. Stevie's dead.
No, it's just commercial here.
Yeah. Where's his Grady Dick?
I have a Heineken commercial at the moment.
Schick or something. Grady Dick. No, Gillette. Gillette Labs. Now Tom Brady.
Deodorant?
Ryan Reynolds and Tom Brady. What is it?
Oh, Tom Brady is a major owner with Birmingham City now.
So they're fighting?
Well, no, it's the new Welcome to Wrexham season. I guess they're more or less casting Brady as sort of a...
They'll both be in the championship. It's getting serious.
Yeah. Because Birmingham also got promoted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess they're basically casting
Tom
Brady as a new foil for Ryan Reynolds and Bob McInerney.
The Birmingham did awesome.
Although I'm sure they're very good. They're all very good friends. But you know how it is in show business.
Make money.
And conflict makes money. Plus, there are a lot of Americans who think Tom Brady is the devil incarnate.
Crystal Palace 4-2 on the Wolves today. Eddie Nketiah, former Gunner, 2 goals.
And then, of course, there's the whole dynamic. Oh, great. Another American owner in English football. Oh,
Canadian.
Well, no, I'm talking about Tom Brady specifically.
He's only his minor owner, isn't he?
I have no idea how big.
Raiders, he's only minor owner, too. I think Charles Woodson bought in, too. Didn't I hear now?
I have no idea.
It's pretty cool.
Like what? They just call like every big sports name from like a decade ago or something?
It's a good way to make money, though, for everyone.
Is it?
Everybody.
I feel like sports teams are just toys.
101-86, am I seeing? Oh, my God.
Oh, yes, you are. With that alley-oop. Jeez. Yeah, Timberwolves are just getting outplayed this half.
Thunder. This is what they do. This is what they do, Steve.
Well, 7-game series. We'll see what happens in game 2. But OKC look to be taking off.
3:25 left. They turned it over.
I haven't seen that yet. Oh, whoops. No one home.
27 consecutive playoff wins. Florida Panthers when leading after 2 periods. That's consistent.
They don't let you back into the game. When they have you, they finish you.
Caruso.
Puts it up for 3. Oh, this is just not fair.
Caruso.
104.86. Oh, stolen. Oh, everything going wrong. This game's over. Minnesota, everything going wrong right now. Oh!
How many penalty minutes does Marchand end up getting?
Yes.
$14 penalty minutes.
Like I said, yes. Alex Caruso, 9 points on 21 minutes played.
Should they switch the goalie, Carolina, next game?
I don't know. I'm not paid to make that decision.
Throwing it out there. Into the universe.
The Thunder have outscored the Timberwolves 60-38 in the second half so far. Oof. Wow. You'll be shooting 2. Yeah, it was a 4-point game at halftime. And
it seemed like Minnesota should have been winning the half.
Well, they were winning it, or were they down 4 at half? I thought they were up 4.
Or they'd not been caught.
But man, OKC's just been all over them.
But yeah, the first half they seemed the better team. Second half, OKC.
Yeah.
Takeover. Almost 3 hours stream on a Tuesday after Victoria Day long weekend.
I'm tempted to just check out now, but I've come this far. Why not finish? Even though the game is over.
We're dead. Dead.
Well, I mean,
Bennett again.
And it's not like we have a late night game to talk about. The night's over after this.
Tomorrow,
Europa
Western
League
Conference Final. Dallas and Edmonton. Eastern Indy Pacers are in New York Knicks.
Europa League final. Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur from
Spurs.
Come on, they're not that
54% Florida, Carolina, 31% Edmonton, Dallas for tomorrow night. It's saying
Clint Dempsey played for Spurs. I will never say a bad thing about him. Never.
Dempsey, but yeah, Spurs you can. Dempsey's one of the more Americans I did like.
Well, he was a Fulham fixture for like forever.
Pretty consistent, good player.
Like there was a season Dempsey was like the 3rd leading scorer in the Premier League, and no one talked about him ever. I'm like, come on.
Remember we talk about Landon Donovan so much, and it's like Dempsey's better.
Well, now you have Christian Pulisic, so
Pukasic. 106-86.
Wow,
what a
20-point lead for OKC with 2 minutes to go. This game is over. Huh?
Cheers, big ears.
And yep, here come the garbage time, guys.
McJesus is ready in Big D.
He better be.
Who's going to have the big game? They need Skinner that played good last year against Dallas in this series. They need that again, and like how he played against Vegas. I didn't think he had it in him. But yeah, good. Dallas will want to get on him early. What do you like in Pacers, Knicks, did you say? Knickers?
I don't know. Oh!
The Knicksies?
I don't want the Knicks to win. I really don't.
You think it,
I don't want the Knicks to win. It's just going to be the worst.
Look at the Stanley Cup. How is it not the best? Best trophy. I was thinking about that Tuukka Rask Instagram. These guys are coughing with them.
108.88.
Tuukka. Marner, done in Maple Leaf land. Free agency.
I bet a lot of Maple Leafs fans are praying that they find a way to get rid of Austin Matthews.
It's Marner is going to get bought by somebody. Free agent. Tavares, free agent. He's 35, though, I think. There's some more.
Can the Maple Leafs not have Johnny Toronto? For 3. Splabba. Good Lord.
I take him for 1 year.
Good Lord. OKC just pouring it on. Ugh, no good. And is there
happening here? Is it over?
We're gonna dribble it out. This game's over. Although I think they have to put up a shot here or something.
The
Timberwolves are already back.
88 final. Oh
yeah, that was. Wait, hold it.
They took off.
No, wait, the game's not over yet. I think we got 0.1 left on the clock.
Killed it.
Okay, now it's over.
Alexander.
So that was the first game of the.
That's why he's MVP, folks. MVP.
All right, and that's it for me. I am done.
Me too. I'll see you later. Thanks for coming, Stevie D. Celtics are out. But Knicks, Indiana in the East tomorrow. Edmonton and Dallas get started. Western NHL Conference Game 1. Oh, unbelievable times. Out.